aircraft ready. Control the battlefield.
Dang it.
Recon aircraft. Stand counterintelligence aircraft ready. Hardcore free for all.
Ready to go and ball, man. Gucci gang.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
It costs more than rent. It do. Your mama still live in a tent. Yeah. Still slinging dope in the shit. Yeah. Me and my grandma take man. Yeah. None of this shit be new to me. I fuck a bit cost over and bring on bomb, man. Gucci gang.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
When they say it, you stop saying it. Shit, that shit's trash.
Hey, what's happening everybody? Smiling Yeti here. Today we're going to be breaking down two free-for-all maps. We're going to be going through Flak Tower and Sainte Marie du Mont. This gameplay is just, I don't know, I think it was a 30-4, 30-5. It was a pretty solid gameplay. I have a hard time with this map on free-for-all, to be quite honest with everybody here. However, that does not mean that you can't get a good gameplay on this map, because if you know the spawns, you can make anything happen, and that's kind of what all free-for-all is about, is controlling spawn points. Now, also I'm going to show you guys what, I was talking about when it came to the hot zones or the high, volume of traffic areas. All of the spawns that I'm going to show you guys are not coming from the game files or anything like that. This is all based off of memory, so I might be completely wrong on this, but I think I know the majority of spawns on these two maps. I don't know them quite well, but here is the spawns right here. The red triangles represent the spawn points that I can think of, and then the yellow circles there represent the hotter zones of this map. What you'll notice is that the middle of the map really doesn't have a lot of spawns, and that's true for just about every single free-for-all map with a few exceptions. But the middle is hardly ever populated in a free-for-all match. So on this one, what I like to do is gravitate toward these back spawns here, because they spawn to the lefts and the rights and the center, all around the back area. And you'll see that they keep flooding in toward me, and I know there's a lot of cuts in the gameplay, but you can see the general area where I'm drifting around, because I know that they're gonna spawn, on either side of these two buildings here, and the middle is generally less populated than everywhere else. So unless you're looking to take a breather and call in some score streaks or something along that nature, you're going to want to avoid the middle as much as possible, and you're going to kind of want to just gravitate around these back spawns and try to control them the best you can. It's really not easy to get a good gameplay on Flak Tower. I feel like it doesn't have a lot of flow in free-for-all. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to Sainte Marie du Mont, where I choke a V2 rocket pistol only. So here is the graphic for Sainte Marie du Mont that I created to show the spawns in free-for-all. And what you'll notice is that there's a lot that are tight together, and I'll explain to you why that is. But you'll notice much more spawns. The middle, again, is less populated, and the yellow circles are in the back two areas, because those are typically the best areas to control, because they are the highest areas of traffic. Now, the reason why that some of those spawns were so close together is because in this game, the spawn points are based off of your line of sight. So say that I'm about to kill this guy right here. There's a good chance that he's going to spawn in this corner right here, because I wasn't looking that way and there was a building separating us, and this creates the game to think that this is a safe spawn point for them, because I can't see them, they can't see me, and even though we aren't close together, it's all based off of line of sight. So when it comes to controlling these back areas, it's very important to make sure you know right where they're going to spawn. So if you were looking down a certain direction and you're far away from one of the spawn points, you should know that somebody's bound to spawn over there. And it's also important to watch down at the kill feed, because if there's no traffic in your area for whatever reason, and somebody else kills somebody, there's a good chance that they're going to spawn on that opposite side of you in one of those spawn points. And you're going to want to be careful of that. Now, the reason that I want to control these spawn points and watch the kill feed and know where people are spawning is because I want to anticipate the gunfight. I don't want to be surprised when I walk into a gunfight and get killed because my reflexes weren't as fast as theirs, and I have pretty good reaction time, but the only issue is that it becomes more of a 50-50 matchup, which I do my best to avoid, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to anticipate every gunfight, and I'm trying to control this back area of the map. So now at this point, what you're about to see is me completely choke this V2 rocket. I'm talking to this guy in the lobby the entire time, and I'm like, I've been going for this nuke for maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks now. It still hasn't happened. I've been hunting for it, and this is a great lobby other than the other guy, but I didn't really see him throughout the gameplay. He was maybe a 4th prestige at that point or something like that. But right about here is where you're going to want to see why you want to anticipate every single gunfight. Now, the guy coming up, I'm assuming came through the middle and through the building because I checked. He's right there. I didn't see him the first time I looked. I wasn't really expecting him to be there, and I die. So there goes that V2 rocket. Still on the hunt for it. I haven't been playing a lot of free-for-all lately, though. I've just been kind of hanging out, listening to podcasts and playing war. Yeah, it's a good break. You don't have to try as hard. You can just kind of run around with different guns and try it out, go for headshots and all that. And I left in. This is the guy I was talking to. I went to go teabag him, and yeah, turned around and killed me. Yeah, you can hear him cracking up there. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you want more in-depth breakdowns, I can do that for you all. And I hope you all have a great day.